Sounds good.
Okay, let's see what time it actually is. 9:15, so why don't we start? So we're going to start with your Kodesh our morning blessings, which are on page 103 in this red Siddur. I invite you to rise, and Rabbi Mourner, you can, that's also on pages 65, if you're following along in the single volume Slim Shalom, and page 10 in the Sim Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sechvivin halevchim ben yom v'ben layla. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shesani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shesani bat chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shesani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Olam, okay, hachivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbi sharumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokeif kevufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, rochar etzal hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Amichli mitzarei kaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shesali kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael v'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanotein layahif koach. We're on 103.65 or 10. You may be seated. We're turning now actually to 104 in Lev Shalem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamavir shinai minam. Utnenu hayom uvchol yom lechenu chesro rachamim beinech ubeinei chol roenu v'tikmalenu chasadim tovim. Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael le'olam yehadam yedid. Ashrenu ma tov chelkeinu, ma na'im goralenu ma yafa yerushatenu. Ashrenu shehanachnu mashkimim u'ma'arivim, erev havoker ve'omerim pa'amayim bechol yom. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Baruch Shem kavod malchut haolam. Kaddish et shimcha, makdishei shemecha, v'kaddish et shimcha b'olamecha, u'vishuatcha tarim v'tagbiach karneinu. Baruch atah Adonai mekaddish et shimcha barabim. We'll turn to a little bit of learning from the teachings of Rabbi Yishmael on pages 109 or page 70 in Slim Shalom. Rabbi Yishmael omer b'shlosh esrei mitot haTorah nidrashet. Mikal v'chomer v'zer hashem. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, shetitein chalkenu b'Torah tachav nihyeh mitalmidav shel Aharon HaKohen, ohev shalom v'rotev shalom, ohev et habrihot u'mkarban laTorah. We're actually going to have Rabbi Kligfeld in the sanctuary unmuted, because for the first time in months, we're going to be able to say Kaddish to Rabbanan right here in the service. So as soon as Rabbi Adam Kligfeld is unmuted in the sanctuary, he's going to lead Kaddish there. We've been omitting this Kaddish because we haven't been a minyan in person, and this is a beautiful moment where we have a minyan gathered in our sanctuary, and we're able to do so. So we'll give the folks who are helping us this morning by attentively muting and unmuting for us just a moment to do so for us. Not quite yet, Rabbi Klickfeld. This was an extra one, an extra unmute in our script. Not quite yet. We're just waiting on Hector or Nick or Cash to unmute in the sanctuary for a second. All right, so we'll keep going in the service. And we can, we'll do Mourner's Kaddish in just a moment, but as soon as we're unable to unmute in the sanctuary, then we'll be able to do Mourner's Kaddish from in the, oh, there we go, we're unmuted there. So Rabbi Klickfeld, if we could lead Kaddish to Rabbanan is on page 11171, page 20. Amen. 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 And we're going to keep that microphone unmuted there because we'll have another Kaddish in a moment. But for now, we turn to page 112, 72, or 32. Hayom Yom Kaddish, Shabo Hayu Alevihim, Omerim B'Beit HaMikdash. Odinu vum b'seiva, Tishini v'ranani mihu lehagid yeshar Adonai, Suri v'lo avlatabo. We turn to 120, 81, or 50. Mizmor Shir Chanukat Habayit LeDavid. Haftarah misvedi l'macholi, pitachta sakivet hazareni simcha, l'man yizamercha chabo v'lo yitom, Adonai Elohai leolam odeka. Mourner's Kaddish 121, 82, or 52. Amen. 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 I invite you to rise. We're on page 122, 83 in Slim Shalom, 54 in the older Sim Shalom Sidor. Baruch Shem Haolam, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hosei V'Reishi, Baruch Hu Mivre Hosei Baruch. Yachid Chei Haolamim Melech V'Shavach Uvar Hatiyad Shemo HaGadol. Baruch Atah Adonai Melech Mehulal V'Tishbachot. You may be seated, and we're going to turn forward to page 126. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachatecha, urim, 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 urim v'nasim ad haolam. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachatecha, urim, 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 urim v'nasim. Urim v'nasim ad haolam. Nafshenu chita l'Adonai, Yisraelu maginenu hu. Nismach le'bnei kiddush. Lahani b'chasecha v'tachti, yagel libi b'yeshuatecha asher al Adonai, ki gamal alai. You can just turn to the next page. Lamanatzeach, mizmor leDavid, hashamayim mesabarim kevodel, u'maseh yadav makid hadakiha. Yihiyu l'ratzon himreifi, ve'higyam libi, v'fanech Adonai tzuri, v'goali. Page 128, 88, or 62. Lidavi v'shonoto hetamah lifnei Avimelech v'garshehu ve'yelha. Mi ha'ish shechafetz chayim, ohev yamim liratav. Mi ha'ish shechafetz chayim, ohev yamim liratav. Nitzar lishon chameira, usvatecha midaber mirma, sur mira laseito, akeshalom, lirod vehu, inerunayan tzadikim, v'yoznav el Shabbaton. Udidunai nefesh avetav, v'lo yeshemu kol achosim bo. I invite you to rise as we turn forward to Hallel Hagadol, page 102, 92, or 72. Hodu l'Adonai Yitov Hilei olam chasto. Hodu l'Elohei Elohim Hilei olam chasto. Hodu l'Adonai Adonim Hilei olam chasto. Shebeshifleinu ezacharleinu hileilam chasto vayifrikeinu nitzareinu hileilam pastor, no teichem l'chol basar, hilam pastor, podu li'el hashamayim, hilei olam. You can be seated. We turn forward to page 134, 94, or 75, the Psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat. Ojinu v'siva tishini v'rananimi hulegi yishar Adonai tzuri v'lo avla tabo Adonai malach gihud lavish Adonai ozi tazar. Ito techanim numeot Levitecha navakodesh Adonai leorech yamim Adonai leorech yamim. Return to 136, 96, or 81 for Ashe. Ashe shabivitecha od yalelucha seva. Shem shkach Eloah. Tehilat Adonai yidaber pi, vivarech kol basar shem kodsho leolam ba'ed, v'anachnu nivarechya, v'yetav yad olam, hallelujah. Turn to page 141 for Psalm 150 to close out the book of Psalms this morning. Hallelujah, hallelujah, kodsho, hallelujah, Hallelujah, tofu machal, hallelujah, minimeuka, hallelujah, tziltzilei shama. Hallelujah, tziltzilei trua, kol anshama te hallelujah, kol anshama te hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I invite you to rise when you're able. Baruch Adonai. Amen, amen. Baruch Adonai mitzion shalchei Yerushalayim, hallelujah. Adonai Elohim melech Yisrael, l'sei niflot levato. Atahu Adonai Elohim, Asher Bacharta Be'Avram V'Yotzeitorah Mi'Arkastim V'Samta Shemo Avraham Matzatet Levavo Ne'eman Lefanecha V'Charoti Mo Haberit L'Teitet Eretz HaKanani. V'Hayam B'Kata Lifneihem V'Avaru V'Tov Hayam B'Yabesh Avid Rovnehem Mishlach Tavim Zolot Kimo Efim B'Mayim Azim V'Yoshen. V'yar Yisrael Tayad HaKadolah Asher Has Adonai B'Mitzrayim V'Yiram Et Adonai V'Yaminu Adonai U'Moshe Havto Ha'as Yashim Moshe V'Yisrael. Adonai Himloch Ve'olam Va'ed Adonai Himloch Ve'olam Va'ed Ki l'Adonai Melecham Moshe B'Koyim V'Lamashim B'Har Tzion Lishpot Et Harisav V'Yital Adonai Melech V'Yah Adonai L'Melech Kol Haaretz V'Yomahu Yihai Echad U'Shema Echad. I invite you to be seated. Nishmat, page 145, 104, 334. Nishmat kol echai Tvarechei Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu Nishmat kol echai Tvarechei Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu Dai 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 hai dai 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 hai dai dai ho hai dai 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 hai dai dai ho hai dai 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 hai dai dai ho hai dai 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 hai dai hai dai rokos hari. Mihid melach, umishvelach, umirochlach, Ha'el hagadol hagibor v'hanora Hillel yom kanisha ma'varetz, Nelel chal shabechacha, V'yircham v'yirchechet shem kodshacha kamor, L'David barchi nafshi et Adonai v'chol karavai et shem kodsho, Ha'el v'tatzu motuzecha, Hagadol b'chvod shemecha hagibor lanetzach, V'hanora b'norehotecha, Ha'melech ha'yim, now I'll be muted as I pass this over to Rabbi Kligfeld for Shachrit.
So Rabbi Torah, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yeah,
Hear
you
me?
could be a little bit louder and clearer, but I can hear you pretty well.
Okay. So hi everyone. The screen is sufficiently far away from me that I can't see who's there, but I know that a lot of you are there, and I wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and the whole crowd here celebrating in the sanctuary as Ella becomes a Mitzvah. Wish you a Shabbat Shalom. I don't mind saying it's a strange thing. It's a strange thing to be at this bima with a mask. It's a strange thing to be sitting in my seat and wanting so much to sing along with Rabbi Torni, but being nervous that the louder that I extend my voice, the more I might be unknowingly endangering other people. This is a very new terrain for us and for Jews everywhere and really human beings everywhere. And we're going to make today as sweet and as normative as possible for the sake of Shabbat, and for the sake of community, for the sake of Ella and her family. And I welcome you to Shabbat morning services on June 20th at Temple Beth Am. So page 147 or page 105 or page 336. Shocheinat Maharom Bekadosh Shemo Laishavim Navati Lavati Shavim Tikalalu Dibrei Tzadikim Tiparach Uvelshon Chasidim Titroman Uvekerev Kedoshim Titkadash Umakalo V'Vot Amcha Beit Yisrael V'Rinai Parshim Chamakina B'Chol Dor Vador Sheken Chavai Kol Yitzurim Lefanecha Eloheinu V'Elokei Avoteinu Lehodot V'Halel L'Shabeach L'Fa'el Romem L'Delvrei Kol Kalei Al Kol Shirei Shiro V'Tishbechot David Ben Yishai Abdecha Meshichecha Please rise Yishtabach Shimcha La'at Malkeinu Ela Melech HaGadol HaKadosh B'Shamayim U'Ba'aretz Ki Lechana Adonai Eloheinu V'Elokei Avoteinu Shiru Shmacha Lel B'Zimra Ozim Memshala Netzach Gedula Ugura Tehila B'Tiferet Kedusha U'Malchut Brachot Ve'Oda'ot V'Taviyat Olam Baruch Ata Adonai El Melech Gadol B'Tishbachot El Ha'oda'ot Adon HaNiflaot Abocher B'Shirei Zimra Melech Elchei HaOlamim Yikadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah Yamad Yivrachu Telamich Malchutei B'chayecho Yomecho Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Magalav Izman Karim B'Mruamei Yesh Shemei Rabbah V'Vura Le'olam Le'omei Omayah Yitbarach v'yishtabach Yitpa'ar B'Kromah V'yitnasei Yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal V'B'risha V'richu V'yela Min Kol Berachata V'shirata V'shachata V'nechamata Damiran B'Alma V'Mimru Amen. And now for the parcel 149, 107, or 340. Simple Hebrew words that are the cornerstone of every Shachrit and Mariv prayer that I have neither said nor heard since the first week of March, because they can only be said when there's actually a minyan gathered in a room, which we have here. And I'm going to turn slightly towards the ark when we do the Baruch Hu, because you're supposed to bow towards the ark at the Baruch Hu. After the Baruch Hu, you may be seated as we go all the way through the Shema until the Amidah. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaBorah. Baruch Adonai HaBorah. Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yotzer ora borei choshech. Ahoseh shalom. Borei et hakol. Hakol yeducha v'kol yishachut v'yakol yuknu. Ke'erkacha Eloheinu b'olam hazeh v'yein tulakacha malkeinu l'chayei olam haba אפס בלחגו לנו לימות המשיח, ואין דומה לך מושיענו, לתחיית המתים. אל אדון על כל המתים, ברוך ומבורך וביטחון נשמה, כלו בטובו מלא עולם. דעת ותמונה סוף בימותו, המתגל חיות הקודש, נדר בכבוד על המרכבה, זכות ומישור לפני חיסו, חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו, טובים מאורות שברא אלוהינו, שרה מדעת בבינה ובשכל, כוח וגבורה נתן בהם, להיות מושלים בקרב תבל, ליהודים ובקים נוגה, נעזיבם בכל העולם, שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם, עושים מאימה רצון קונם, פאר וכבוד נותנים לשלוט עליו ורינה זכר מלכותו, קרא לשמש ויברבור, ראה והתקין צורת הבנה, שבח נותנים לו כל צבא מערוב תפארת וגדולה, תרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש. יפרח מושינו שבח משך ביום אורי אורשתי, יפרח הסלע, יפרח ונמקן וגולן רוזן. כולם אוהבים, כולם דורים, כולם גיבורים, וכולם עושים בימה וברצון קונם. וכולם חותמים בפיהם בקדושה ותורה, ושירה וזמרה, מברכים שבחים פרים, ומריצים, ומגישים, ומלכים את שם האל המלך הגדול יברוך. וכולם מקבלים עליהם מלכות שמיים זה מזה, ונותנים רשות זה לזה, להקיש לשם בנחת רוח, ושפה ברבים הקדושה, כולם כחרונים יאמרים ביראה, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאו מלך הארץ כבודו, והאופנים וחיות הקודש, ורעש גדול מן השיאים לעומת שרפים, ולעומתם משבחים יאמרים ברוך אדוני, ממקומו ליהיה ברוך נמות יתנו. כאמור לאוסרים גדולים כי לעולם פסו, אור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכה כולנו מהרה לרוב, ברוך אדוני יוצר המאורות, אהבה רבה אהבתנו אדוני לכם לגודל. ולא נבוש לעולם ועד, ולא נבוש לעולם ועד, כי בשם קודשך הגדול הנורא בטחנו, נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך. ואבינו לשלום ירבה כנפות הארץ, ותוליכנו קומיות בארצנו, ויכול ישועתך דבר וחרק מכולם ולשון בקרבתנו. שמך גדול סלע באמת, להודות לך ליחדך באהבה ברוך, אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה. שמע Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Adonai Elohim Emed Yetziv Nachon Lekayam Yeshua לדור ודור קיים ושמו קיים, וחיסו נכון ומחוצו באמונתו לעד קיימת, וברך ומקיים נאמנים נכונים עד ליום ובודים. אמת שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, מלכנו מלך אבותינו, גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יוצרנו צור ישועתנו, פודנו ומצילנו מעולם שמך. אין אלוהים זולתך, זרעת אבותינו אתה הוא מעולם מגן אשר. כי בית עבדים פריצנו וכל בשרך. תהילות לאל עליון, ברוך הוא ומבורך, משה ובני ישראל, לך אנו שירה, בשמחה ורבה, ויאמרו כולם, ידעי נאי 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 ידעי היי נאי ידעי 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 Ba'elim Adonai, V'kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norah tehilot, Osefen lem, Shira chadash ashichu ge'ulim, V'shimcha al sefat hayom, Oyachad kulam hodu v'himrichu, hodu v'himrichu v'yameru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Tzur Yisrael, Kuma bi'ezrat Yisrael, U'kteichenu mecha, Yuda ve'Yisrael, Go'aleinu Adonai tzva'ot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, God Yeshua, Kaddish, Haftarah, Keshem Shemati Shimoto Bishmei Marom, Kakatu Vayad Hidiyecha, Vekarazeh, Elzeh, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Saot, Malach Haaretz Yehodo Aziko, Rash Kadosh, Ahadir Kadosh, Mahashvim Bo, Minasim Gemasrafim, Leyu Matam Baruch Yomeru, Baruch Adonai Yimko. Yimkocha Amatenu Sophia, Betim Lo Chaleinu, Kim Bechakim Anachula, Mataitim Lo Chasiron, Bekarov Biyameinu Neolam, Vaytikon Bikadav Bikadav Toshulayim Yercha, Ledor Vador Netzach Netzachim, Yeheinu Tirena, Malchut Eka, Veshirei Uzena, Ayedari Veshiach Tikecha. Yimloch Hanelam Lo Ha'etzion, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah, Vador Nagi Yolecha, Ulenetzach Netzachim Kedushacha Nagi, V'shivcha Eloheinu Gilech U'Shalom Ha'aretz, Melech Elok Kadosh Ata, Baruch Adonai, Ha'el Sakha. Kedah Kedah Shemay Rabba. Tiamat Yirakitiv Amidlam Teva Chayachon Yirachon Chayachon Beisal Avisman Kari V'Yimmeru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevora. Yolam Liom Ayabaya Yiparach V'Tabach V'Partum Nesevi. Darvi Leftelas Mekudesh Shavarihu. Leilanu Gokadav V'Shirat Adurav Nekmatad Amiran V'Yamav Yimmeru Amen. Yigabel Satan Abadan Koi Sokadam Hondi Shmaya Vimeru, Amen. Yehestorah Min Shemaya Vachaimalam Koi Vimeru, Amen. Bahoshe Shalom Imrama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu, Koi Israel Vimeru, Amen. We are on page 168 of the Lev Shalem, 139 and 394. This is a doubly or triply emotional moment, I'll say. We're about to call Ella to the bima. Before she comes up, I'm going to just sanitize this area so that the remnants of my being here are cleaned up before she gets here. So it's emotional that Ella gets to ascend the bima and start leading the prayers. It's emotional because we haven't brought our Torah scrolls out since the second Shabbat in March. In fact, the only time we brought our Torah scrolls out was literally to take them out of the building 3 weeks ago, when there was some concern that rioting in the neighborhood could actually damage the building and potentially damage the scrolls. We only took these scrolls out of the ark to rescue them, potentially, not to read from them. So it's emotional to be able to say these words, recognizing the traveling ark through the desert that now exists in synagogues around the world as we take our holy text out to read from it and learn from it and be inspired by it. It's a lot of overlap of things that we're feeling right now. Joy, nostalgia, shock that this is actually our reality, and great pride that we're able to do this, and great pride in what Ella's about to do. So I invite you to remain standing. I forgot to say this earlier on, if you're watching on Zoom or on live stream, because we have a minyan here, it's a full service, and you as the congregation should feel fully a part of that service as a minyan, meaning you should say amen to all blessings, you should respond to the Kedusha. We already did the Shema, but there was no need to add the special words to the Shema that you say when you're individual. There is an actual minyan going on, and you are extensions of that minyan. Even though you couldn't have made the minyan, we can't count you. There's a minyan in this room, and you should feel fully comfortable participating in all of the parts of the service that are happening here, even though you're happening on Zoom. And that is related to a source in the Talmud that obviously could not have anticipated Zoom. But imagine someone walking by a lattice window. Inside, there is a minyan going on. The persons on the outside can't really see but can hear. It's not really a part of what's happening on the inside. They don't count to the 10 of what's inside, but they can respond to what's happening as a minyan from the outside. They can say Kaddish. They can say Amen. So you are behind that lattice. You actually have a clearer view of what's going on here than the person in the Talmudic story. And it's based on that legal option that we make this service happen. So I announce the pages over one more time, 168, 139, and 394. Ella, hold on 1 second. All yours.
אין כמוך באלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות העולמים ונמשותך אדוני אלוהינו
You and your parents will pick it up and position it on you. I'll step aside so you can go put it on her shoulder, and then you can do the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shema.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Adonai Eloheinu, Lehadom Raglav Kadosh, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishachavu, Lehar Kodsho, Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. You may be seated, everyone. Wow, we have our Torah out. It's been a long time indeed. And for this part, we're still playing this a little bit by ear because normally, as you know, when the Torah is being read, there's several people standing very close to each other at the bima. The person reading from the Torah, the person or people saying the blessings for the Aliyah. You have the Gabbais on either side making sure that everything goes right. Plus you have the people who took the previous Aliyah. So usually there are a lot of people up at a bima. It's the opposite of social distancing. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to set everything up. And then I'm going to actually serve as a gabbai from over there. You're going to see, you're not going to see me, but I'm going to be helping Ella through the reading. Not that she's going to be much of my help, but I'm going to be doing that gabbai also over there. Rabbi Torney is going to kind of serve as a second gabbai on Zoom, so she may need to be unmuted. And when people take their aliyot to the Torah, they're not going to do it from this spot unless they're members of Ella's immediate family and already are close to her. But there's a microphone set up over there where they're going to go to say the blessings. You're going to hear them, but you're not going to see them. And we're figuring this out. And this may be the exact right way to do it, or it may be that we have a lot to learn for how to do this. But we're all going to do it with an open mind and patiently. So I'm going to do a couple more things to set Ella up. I'm going to sanitize the yad. All these steps, which individually we don't know how significant they are, I feel healthy. I don't believe I have the virus. So these all might be extra precautions, but cumulatively, we hope and believe that they save lives. Okay. So that yad is for you, Ella. I'm going to finish sanitizing just the wood here. It should be at the exact right spot that you're familiar with. And it's not, so I need to move it. But it's close. Okay, now it's at the exact right spot. And again, I'm going to start the Torah service and call people from over there. And Ella, you can come forward now. Ben Eliezer, Liarishona, Baruch Natan, Torah, Kedushato, Batem Adikinoechem, Kain Kolchem, Hayom. And Parshat Shlach Lecha begins in the Red Chumash on page 840. If you happen to just have a Bible in your home, it's the 13th chapter of Numbers. So Ian? Yeah, please.
Baruch Hu Adonai Torah.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Go ahead, Ella.
אשר נינתם מבני ישראל, איש אחד למעשה אבותיו, תשלחו כל נתיב בהם, וישלח אותם השם, במדבר פרעה נתיב, אדוני, כולם אנשים, ראשי בני ישראל, המה.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ta'amod. Leah Bracha Bat Eliezer. Second aliyah is verse 4. Page 840 in the red book. Sorry about that. 840 in the bigger of the red book. So, yeah, do it correctly, Howard. Transliteration for the blessing, yes, 1 second. But if you're saying an Aliyah blessing and you need transliteration, it's in the red on the left side on 172 of this red book. To follow along with Torah reading is the bigger of the red book, page 840, verse 4. Okay, go ahead.
Baruch Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Mourner Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ve'elech shmatam samateh Reuven Shamua ben Zachur. Samateh Shimon Safat ben Chori. Samateh Yehuda Kalef ben Yefuneh. Samateh Yisachar Yikol ben Yosef. Samateh Ephraim Moshe Adinur. Samateh Binyamin Palti ben Rafu. Samateh Zebulun Gadiel ben Sodir. Samateh Yosef. Samateh Menashe. Gadi ben Sisi. Gadi ben Sisi. Samateh John Amidah ben Bami. Samateh Asher Satur ben Michael. Samateh Natali Nafi ben Dosi. Samateh Gad Gamiel Ya'uel ben Nafi. Ela Shema HaTanashim Asher Shlach Moshe Latur Ta'aret Vayikra Moshe L'Asher Abinu Yahashua.
Excellent, Alexis.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ta'amod Chaya Sophia Bat Moshe Aliyah Shlishi. Third Aliyah is verse 17 of chapter 13 of the book of Numbers, page 841 in our Chumash. Go ahead, Sophia.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Go start one line above. Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Hambarak.
Baruch Adonai Mourner Leolam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol amim v'naten lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Atin Torah. Amen. Vaishlach v'tam Moshe latur teres Canaan vayomer alehem alizeh b'negev litem et ha'ar v'litem et ha'aretz mahi v'atam hayashev aleha v'zaku harakat hamatu imar duma ha'aretz asher hu yoshev tavahu imar duma ha'arim asher hu yoshev b'hena hab'machmanim im b'mitzarim duma ha'aretz Hashmenahim imazah ha'ish ba'at im ayin והתחזקתם וקחתם על פרי הארץ והימים ימי ביקורי הענבים. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. We're going to leave the yard exactly where you ended, find out where it starts, and I'll call the fourth Aliyah. Yamod Ti Eden Ben Chaim. 1 second. Okay, so pretend like you're pointing to the spot and say the blessing.
Baruch Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. מדבר צין עד רחוב לבוא חמת, ויעלו בנגב ועבוד חברון, ושם אחימן ששי בתלמה ילידי הענק וחברון. 7 שנים נבנתה לפני צבא מצרים, ויבואו עד נחל אשכול, ויפתו משם זמורה, ואשכול ענבים אחד, ויצאו במות בשניים, ומן הרימונים ומן התנים, למקום ההוא קרא נחל אשכול, על אודות האשכול, אשר כרתו משם בני ישראל.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יעמדו אליעזר משה בן זנבל ויתנינה אביבה בת פנחס החמישית. Before we do the 5th aliyah, you can go to your places. We're going to recite a Mishabera, a prayer for all those who are ill in our community and friends and family. I just need to get the book, so excuse me. By the way, I'm also still getting used to the fact that I'm addressing you, but I have you in mind as well. So I know you have my back, meaning you're seeing my back, but I'm trying to project my personality in 360 directions. So when degrees. When I pause for the blessing and recite the names on the list, after that, if there are names you would like inserted in the blessing, please say them out loud where you are. You may say them out loud where you are, and we will send up blessings for healing to the heavens and to all who are offering support to those who are sick. Mishaberach Avatenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov Imotenu Sarif Berachav Leah Vivarei Beracheh Kol Cholim Kol Cholot Lekilat Kosha Hazot Et Zahava Yafa Bat Esther Viet Nima Bat Malka Viet Leah Bat Esther Viet Desiree Olea Viet Irma Kuriel Viet Yudit Bat Prima Viet Rivka Bat Pesha Viet Arnarela Viet Yehudit Viet Mordechai Ben Esther Viet Leah Fredel Bat Barachas Chaim Viet Catherine Bat Sarah Viet Stanley Greitzer Viet Eitan Navi Ben Harav Chai Velev Chaim HaKohen Viet Leah Bat Fraya Viet Harav Yaakov Baruch Ben Ori Bachava Viet Yosef Menachem Mendel Ben Gittel Viet Yehuda Ben Abraham Ben Sarah Viet Chasha Chai Bat Sarah Viet Fail Bat Rachel Viet Goodman Wolfen from Aguta Viet Menachem Ben Chaim Viet Akiva Ben Naphtali Umalka Viet Shoshana Bat Leah Viet Chana Bat Esther Viet Nechasina Bat from Atova Viet Mitzuka Sarah Bat Chendel Golda Viet Bela Esther Gittel Bat Fega Viet Ben Sion Ben Gittel Viet Chaim Bat Sarah Viet Yaakov Ben Abraham Viet Yoel Ari Ben Esther Viet Halim Bat Sarah Viet Tova Bat Yosef Bechava Viet Elad Shoshan Viet Eliyahu Ben Shem Ashira Viet Shmuel Chaim Ben Deborah Viet Isa Bat Mordechai Lev B'Malka Viet Yelena Kramer Viet Ruben Ben Benjamin Viet Yehudit Bat Viva Sivya Viet Yitzchak Yaakov Ben Paya Viet Israel Ben Al Rieda Viet Avram Ben Adina Viet Yosef Ben Yeta Viet V'yakol ha'cholim, hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachmim lehem lachzikam l'rafa otam mishpat l'mirach u'ashlemam min ha'shamayim refuat ha'nefesh refuat ha'guf v'toch shar ha'cholim v'chazek et yedei eskim et tzorcheihem shabbatim l'zog v'hu ha'kova lavo ashra b'gala v'izman kariv v'nomar amen. We are beginning the 5th aliyah in the red chumash, page 843, verse 25, or just chapter 13 of the book of Numbers, verse 25. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Amen. Vayashuvu mitor aretz mikes 40 yom vayelchu vayavo. Moshe ve'Aaron ve'kol hadat b'nei Yisrael al Moshe midbar Paran Kadesha vayashivu otam davar v'et kol ha'eda vayarum et pri ha'aretz vayisapru lo vayomeru banu el aretz asher shalachanu v'gam zavat chalav u'devash ki v'zet tiriyah Efes ki azam hayoshev ba'aretz v'ha'arim v'tzurot gelot me'od v'gam yilidei ha'anak ra'inu sham Amalek Yoshev Ba'aret Be'eret HaNegev Ba'Cheti Vayebusi Ba'amori Yoshev Bahar Ba'Hatzani Yoshev Al Hayam V'al Yad HaYarden Vayach Kaleb Et Ha'am El Moshe Vayomer Alo Na'aleh V'yarashnu Otah Yachol Nuchal La.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, b'chei olam nafach b'tzeinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Ya'amdu Zanvil ben Tzvi ve'et Efreda bat Zev Eliashishit. To continue on verse 31 of the same chapter, it's the top of page 844.
Baruch Adonai Amorah.
Baruch Adonai Morach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Amorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. V'ha'anashim asher alu imo amaru lo nochal lot el ha'am ki chazaku mimenu v'yotzi udibat ha'aretz asher taru ota el b'nei Yisrael lemor ha'aretz asher amarnu ba latorota eretz ochelad Yoshua v'chol ha'am asher ra'inu b'tocha anshe midot v'sham ra'inu et hanefilim b'nei anak min hanefilim v'anehi b'einenu k'chagavim v'chein hayinu b'einehem.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Ya'amot Chaim Yaakov ben Zanvil Eliashvi. So Ella, put the yod exactly in the right spot. Howard, why don't you come up with Ella? So you'd be right there with her. You could be on her right, on the right. And Ella, as soon as your father touches the spot, with the feet, you stay with left. Show him. It should be right there. Okay.
Baruch Adonai Morach.
Baruch Adonai Morach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Morach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Ella, do we ever close the scroll? Leave the eye there. Still leave the eye. Okay, just stay. Close the scroll. Take the fabric cover, Ella, and just put it on top of the scroll. And then you stay right there, because Rabbi Chorny is going to be unmuted, and she's going to now call you to the Torah through your bat mitzvah aliyah. So let's see if that's working. Rabbi Chorny.
Ha. Hum ha hum ha Tamod, Tamod, Tamod Bahura Bat Mitzvah, Elachana Bat Chaim Yaakov, Lemaftir, Chizki, Chizki.
Now, Ella, you can formally call us the Torah, and your parents are going to say two things to you. First, I'm going to bring forward a blessing that they're going to say that parents have been saying to their children for generations, to say, time for you to step into Jewish adulthood, and they're going to read that, and then they're going to recite a blessing that they wrote for you for this very moment, okay? So,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Arani Ma'ansha Shalazah.
Amen. Now in English.
Praised are you, Adonai our God, who rules the universe, who has freed us of some responsibilities and conferred new ones upon us.
Upon Ella.
Upon Ella.
Okay, now your prepared remarks.
And dearest Ella, it's such a blessing to us, and we would like to bless you now with some Torah and some words of wisdom to live by. This week's parsha is so relevant to who you are. We learned that there are 12 spies sent out to scout out the land of Israel, but only 2 of those 12 showed positivity, bravery, and did not focus on obstacles ahead. This is so in line with your character. It's clear to us that you would be like Joshua and Caleb and focus on the promise and the goal instead of the fear and the obstacles.
Never is that more clear than when you perform. That's when we see how brave, strong, vulnerable, and dedicated you truly are. We know you can do anything you set your mind to. Along with your true grit, you possess a kind heart. You worry about other people's feelings, and you're a devoted friend. Thank you for completing our family and adding so many blessings to our life. Your dad and I wish to bless you with the following words of wisdom.
Lean into the uncomfortable.
Be in the arena. Be brave with your life. When you make the choice to dare greatly, you will get your rear end kicked. You can choose courage or you can choose comfort, but you cannot choose both, not at the same time.
Let go of who you think you're supposed to be. Instead, embrace who you truly are.
Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is just to show up.
Trust your gut.
Fight for what you believe in.
Remember, you're enough.
Don't forget where you come from or the values you've learned at home, school, and at camp.
Never trade your authenticity for safety.
And most importantly, just always remember how loved you are.
So now, Ella, remove the covering from the ark, from the Torah. Take one of your key fringes, touch the spot where your master aliyah begins, and do you have a copy of the blessings up there? You do, right? You see where it begins? Does it begin at the same place as Shvi? You see it? begin on chapter 14, verse 5, on page 845. It's Vayikol. You want me to come find it?
I found it.
Okay, good. Start with your barku. Give that spot a tip with your titi. Take one fringe, touch it, dip, hold the two pieces of wood, and say the blessing where your father's pointing out. Barku it.
Barku et Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'chorabanu mikol amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayikol Amen. Vayikol Moshe. V'haron Alehem v'yivneh kol kahal adat Yisrael v'Yoshua b'Nun v'kalach ben Yehudah min ha'tarim et ha'aretz v'aru b'gdehem v'yohamaru kol adat Yisrael lemor ha'aretz asher b'var nevala tu'ata tova ha'aretz me'od me'od.
Very good. Take your titi, touch that spot where you finished reading, and then close the Torah again, holding on to both of the posts. Say the second blessing. Baruch atah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei haolam nasa b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yamad Magid V'Hagolel. Please rise. Ella, do cover the scroll one more time. And I think either Rabbi Shorny or Rabbi Schatz or both of them, I forgot, is going to say a blessing for you. So let's see what happens on the screen. It's like a choose-your-own adventure. One of them will hopefully be giving you a blessing very soon.
Yeah, it's both of us. So both Rabbi Schatz and I are unmuted. And I'll start the blessing. Rabbi Schatz is going to be my echo, but I hope you'll all be my echoes as we sing to you, Yehi Ratzon, Ella. May it be the will that this is the first of many times, and may the next one and the one after that and the one after that have all of us in person surrounding you with love, like the love that you're beginning to feel today. Mishaveirach Avoteinu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov. Mishaveirach Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah Vivarech Et Elachana B'Chaim Yaakov Shehigia Lemitzvot Ve'alta Lichvod HaMakom V'lichvod HaTorah V'lichvod HaShabbat Yehi Ratzon
Yehi Ratzon,
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 Yehi Ratzon
Yehi Ratzon.
Akadosh Baruch Hu
Akadosh Baruch Hu,
Shmireha
Shmereha,
Yichayeha
Chayeha,
Chonen et liba
Chonen et liba,
Yod Shlema
Niyot Shlema,
Adonai Eloheha
Adonai Eloheha,
Hagot b'Torato
Lehagot b'Torato,
Alechet b'Drachav
Lalechet b'drachav,
Shmor mitzvotav
Velishmor mitzvotav,
Yishlach b'Rachav
Yishlach beracha,
Hatzlacha
Behatzlacha,
Seyadeha
Amaseh yadeha,
Hiratzon
Yehi Ratzon,
Hiratzon
Yehi Ratzon,
Hiratzon
Yehi Ratzon,
Hiratzon
Yehi Ratzon.
יהי רצון שיזכו הוריה לגדלה תורה ולחופה ולמעשים טובים ותמצא חן ושכל טוב בעיני אלוהים לידם ונאמר אמן.
Today? Okay. Move the cover over.
Where are you going to have this?
And Rabbi Schatz and I are going to be muted as the Torah is lifted and wrapped, and I'm going to stand up and invite everybody else who isn't already standing to do so if they're able.
Open up about shoulder width. Pull it off the edge a little bit before you dip it. So like using the edge to pull from for that. That was weird. In the middle of giving Aiden instructions how to do it, he's like, I got it. Don't I'm young, I'm strong, I got it. You can hold it. You can also put it in one of the holders back there. You first take it. Yeah. So choose either side of the arc. There's a little notch in the wood. Just make sure that the bottom of are up against the edge. To the left. There you go. Yeah. Just make sure it's in there secure. Everyone else may be seated. We're about to do the Haftarah. Ella's going to lead us. In the Ephraim Chumash, it's page 856. If you're just have a Bible at home, you don't have the Chumash, it's the second chapter of the book of Joshua. So flip to the end of the Torah. The next book is the book of Joshua, and the second chapter. And Ella, all yours.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nim tovim v'ertzeh b'divrei b'neronim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'tzarav Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Amen.
Vayishlach Yoshua b'nei Minashikim, Shenai Manashim, Akim, Seresh Lemor, Slaku, Ra'u et Ha'aretz, et Yerisah, Vayalahu, Vayavahu, Ve'isha Zonah, Vishmaraka, Vishku Shama, Vayeha Amor, Lamel Yeriko, Lehemor, Hene Anashim, Va'uhena, Mipnei Sha'al Chorsaret, Vaishach Mel Yerko, Arachad Lehemor, V'tzi, Ha'anashim Ha'ba'im Elayich Asher Ba'u Levitar, Yi, L'chor Kol Ha'aretz Ba'u, V'tikach Vaishach, Et Shnei Anashim V'tikmanor, V'tzomer Ken, Ba'u Elay, Ha'anashim V'lo Yadatim Enama, Vayehi Atzar Yizkor, V'choshech Ha'anashim Yatza'u, Lo Yadati, Anachalachu Ha'anashim, V'atzu Maher, Acharehem Kipatidu, Vehi Alatam HaGagad, V'titmenem V'tishteh Ha'et, Ha'arufot La Al HaGagad, Ha'anashim, V'atzu Acharehem Kinatan Adonai, Lafan Al-Haaretz, the Finafan, Salam Alenu, the Finamo, so Yeshua Haaretz, Ibnechem, Ki Shamanu, the Aharet, Asher Bisharai, Atnei Yamsu, Ibnechem, the Tishkan, Imitayim, Asher Asitan, Lishnei, Malchayim Morei, Asher Ba'ever, Hayadem, Yishifam, U'ov, Asher Karamtem, Otam, Vanishma, V'imam, Lovavim, V'lokama, Orua, the Ish, Mipnecham, Ki Adonai Elohim, Hu Elohim, B'Shemayim, Ima'ah, V'Ha'aretz, Mitachat, Ve'atah, Yishtabuna li Ba'adonai, Ki Asiti Imachem, V'Ha'ased, V'Asiten Gamatam, Im Beit Avi, Chesed, Udaten li, Otemet, V'Haftarah, Et Avi V'Etini, Et Achai V'et Achiotai, V'et Kol Asher Lahem, V'Yitzaltem Et Nefshateinu Mimavet, V'Yimru La'Anashim, Nafshenu Tachtichem Lamu, Im Lo Tagidu, Et Avarnu Zah, V'Hayah, V'Tek Adonai Lanu, Et Ha'aretz, V'Asini Ima, V'Tebe'emet, V'Tori Dambach, V'Ad HaChalom, V'Kili V'Etai, V'Kili HaKumar, V'Chumar, Yashavet, V'Tomer Lahem, Ha'Hara Lahu, V'Nifu B'Fan, Ha'Rasim, V'Napitan Shahama, Shoshet Yamim, Ad Shov Harasim, Achar Telachud L'Darkastan, V'Yimru Aleha Ha'anashim, Shnekim Ha'Natim, Mishbuat Ha'Chazeh, Asher Yishvatanu, Hine Anachu Ba'im, Ba'aretz, Et Tikvah, Hashani Hazeh, Tikshiri, Ba'chalon, Asher Hateinu Bo, V'et Avik V'et Imech, V'et Afraim, V'et Kobeit Aviv, Ta'asi Eraiv, Habaita, V'haya, Kol Asher Yitzeh, Metalti, Beita, Chafuta, Shama V'Rasha, V'Nachminikim, Kol Asher Yihiyeh, Ita, Chabayim, Shama V'Rashenu, Inya, Tihiyeh Bo, Intadidu, Atabar Nizah, V'Hayim, Nunikim, Yishvuatah, Asher Yishbatanu, V'Tomer Tibirchem, Kanyon, V'Tishachar, V'Yalahu, V'Tikshor, V'Tikra Hashani, V'Cholam, V'Yalahu, V'Yavau, Ha'Hara, V'Yishvu, Shai, Shoshet Yamim, Achavu, Haratim, V'Yavakshu Haratim, V'Cholatera, V'Lomatzalu, V'Yashavu, Shnei Hanashim Yadaru, Mahar, V'Ya'avru, V'Yavau, V'Yavashu Abi, V'Yahar, V'Yasatulo, Exclamata Otah, V'Yamru, Al-Yahoshua, Kinatar, Adonai, V'Yadenu, Exclamata V'Zamnamahu, V'Yashvei Ha'aretz, Nikanenu, V'Haftarah Adonai, Elohim Eloheim, Sur Kolo Lanim, V'Dikva Kolavarah, Ha'alanamon, Ha'omer V'Aseh, Hamdaber V'Sayem, Shefo Devarav, Amet V'Tzedek, Ne'amah Ha'anatahu, Adonai Elohim, V'Ne'amanim Devarachah, V'Dever Echad Mivamrachah, Achor Lo Yeshuv V'Rekam, Ya'melech Ne'aman, V'Rachaman Atad V'Rafat Adonai, Ha'el Na'aman, V'Chol Devarav, Baruch atah Adonai. V'samei Tzion, v'afanecha. Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu, Eliyahu Hanavi Avtacha, U'malchut Beit David Meshisacha, V'yimher Yavo, V'yikol Libeinu, Apostol Yeshet, Zar, the line is the Luke Acharim, at Avodah, give a chef which is on his father, Shalom Senora, the Lampa, at Baruch atah Adonai. Magan David. Amen. Allah Torah, Havel, Vatah, Nabim, Zayin, Shabbat, Kazer, Shenatatamanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Tishavim, Yukar, Laslavot, Ultifara, Allah Adonai Eloheinu, Anatim, Limah, Umavrakim, Asaf, Yibarach, Shita, Vatipo, Fatami, Le'alam, Ka'ed, Baruch atah Adonai. Mekadesh HaShabbat.
We're all on Zoom. So, I hope all of you on that Zoom had a sense of how much, what a release of joy and excitement it was. We haven't sung Simon Tov and Mazel Tov in this building in a long time, and Ella really earned it under really trying circumstances. We're now back to the service to start putting the Torah back in the Ark. Everybody, whether you're on Zoom or in the room, can be seated. You can turn to page 176 in the Lev Shalem, 148 in the Slim Shalom, or 412 in the Sim Shalom for Yakum Purkan. Yakum Purkan min Shemaya. China v'chesa barachim chayri. Mipika me'alaita l'kol kala Kaddish ha'den rab ravaya im za'ei raya mahem. Misha berach avatar hamitzak v'yakov. Dimoteno saraf karachav leya. Hu yivarech et kol hakal hakadosh hazeh. Im kol kilot hakodesh. Hey, umishpachotehem v'chol asher lahem. Umishem yachadim bateis nesiyot letfilah. V'nishvayim b'tocham lehitpalel. Umishenodim ner lamaor v'yayim l'kiddush v'lahavdalah. Ufak la'orchim. V'lechem narevim u'tzaka la'anim. Umichseh l'chayim derechov. V'chol mishaskim b'tzorchei tzibur b'binyan eretz Yisrael be'emunah. Kadosh Baruch Hu yishalem secharam. V'yasir mehem kol machalav yirpa l'chol gufam. V'yisach l'chol avonam. V'yisach l'chol avtacha b'chol ma'aseh yidehem. Im kol Yisrael achehem. V'achayoteihem. V'nomar Amen. Please rise. We say a prayer for our country, the state of Israel, and for peace, beginning in the middle of 177. Our God and God of our ancestors, with mercy accept our prayer on behalf of our country and of government. Pour out your blessing upon this land, upon its inhabitants, upon its leaders, its judges, officers, and officials, who faithfully devote themselves to the needs of the public. Help them understand the rules of justice you have decreed, so that peace and security, happiness and freedom will never depart from our land. Adonai, whose spirit is in all creatures, we pray that your spirit be awakened within all the inhabitants of our land. Uproot from our hearts hatred and malice, jealousy and strife. Plant love and companionship, peace and friendship among the many peoples and faiths who dwell in our nation. Grant us the knowledge to judge justly, the wisdom to act with compassion, and the understanding and courage to root out poverty from our land. May it be your will that our land be a blessing to all who dwell on earth, and may you cause all peoples to dwell in friendship and freedom. Speedily fulfill the vision of your prophets. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. For all them, from the least of them to the greatest, shall know me, and let us say Amen. A prayer for the state of Israel, top of 178. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim, Sur Yisrael v'Goalo, Barech Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Michat Gulatein. Hagen Aleh be'Avrach Chafecha, Ufrosh Aleh Sukat Shlomecha, Ushlach Orchav Yamincha L'Rasheha, Sareha V'Yotzeh. V'Taknen Beitzat Shabbat Milfanecha. Hazek Yitzgei Midinei Eretz Koshenu, V'Anchilen Eloheinu Yeshua, V'Ateret Nitzachon Te'atren, V'Natata Shalom Ba'aretz, V'Simchat Olam Le'Yoshveha, V'Nomar Amen. And please read responsibly with me on the bottom of 178, a prayer for peace. May we see the day when war and bloodshed cease, when a great peace will embrace the whole world. For all who live on earth shall realize we have not come into being to hate or to destroy. We've come into being to praise, to labor, and to love. Fulfill the promise conveyed in Scripture. I will bring peace to the land, and you shall lie down, and no one shall terrify you. Let justice and righteousness flow like a mighty stream. Let God's peace fill the earth as the waters fill the sea. And let us say Amen. Please remain standing. We're going to turn to 180 in the Lev Shalem as we bless and introduce the new month. Rabbi Chorny is going to be leading it, but I'm going to be holding the Torah, so I'll get the Torah in just a second. And Rabbi Chorny or Rabbi Shas, if one of you has in front of you the prayer that we've been saying for the coronavirus era, I don't have it in front of me, and it would be appropriate to say it. If you have it, great. If not, we'll skip it. But look for it while I go get the Torah for this prayer. So hold on one second, everyone. Okay, so Rabbi Shorny, you should be unmuted. If you have the Corona prayer, you can start with that. Otherwise, straight into the Birkat HaChodesh on page 180 in the red Shalem.
Rabbi Schatz has the prayer if you would like me to read it.
Please do.
Great. God of the spirit of all living things, clouds of doubt are spread over us as we witness the plague continue to strengthen and the fear of death falls upon us. Ruler of the universe, thwart the plague threatening your world, and do not permit such a destroyer to smite us as it comes to our homes. Remove from us all distress and fear, all worry and grief, and shelter us under the shadow of your wings. Pour out your mercy on those stricken and afflicted, and strengthen and encourage the spirit of the men and women who are servants of the public health, the first responders and security forces, and all who toil for the public good, both within Israel and beyond her borders. And you, the God of goodness, who sustains the world entire with beneficence, grant blessing to the work of our hands, so that we are able to support all who are in our households. With ease and without travail, let us not ever know hunger. And so may it be your will that through and upon us is fulfilled the verses, God will preserve you from evil and will protect your being. God will guard your going and your coming from now and forevermore. May we all become a single unified society doing your will with a full heart. Lay us down to rest, Adonai, our God, in peace, and our sovereign awaken us again to life. Protect our going and our coming. with life and in peace, from now and forevermore. Amen.
Amen. The announcing the new month is on 180 in the Lev Shalem, 150 in the Slim Shalom, and 418 in the one-volume Slim Shalom. Rabbi Chorny, b'vakasha.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei avoteinu, shetechadesh aleinu et hachodesh haba, litova velivracha. V'titin lanu chayim aruchim, chayim shalom, chayim shel tova, chayim shel bracha, chayim shel parnasa, chayim shel chilutz atzamot, chayim sheyesh bahem yirat shamayim v'yirat chait, chayim shein bahem musha uchlima, chayim shelo shir v'chavod, chayim shetevanu avat Torah v'yirat shamayim, chayim sheim alehu mishalot libeinu letova, amen selah. I wish you could pass me the Torah, but you can't, so I'll just ask you to hold it for me, please. V'shasani sim lavoteinu v'gahalotam mehavdut lechirut hu yigalotanu v'karov v'kavitz nirachenu me'arba kanfot haaretz. Chavirim kol Yisrael, Chavirim Yisrael, Chavirim kol Yisrael, v'nomar amin. Chavirim kol Yisrael, Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, יהיה ביום שני וביום שלישי הבא עלינו וילכו ישראל בטובה.
חודש תמוז, ביום השני וביום השלישי הבא עלינו וילכו ישראל לטובה. The Hebrew month of Tammuz will begin this coming Monday and Tuesday. They come upon us and for all of the Jewish people for only good.
Yechadeshehu HaKadosh Baruch Hu Aleinu V'el kol hamo Beit Yisrael L'chaim u'shalom.
Amen.
L'sason u'simcha.
Amen.
Liyeshua u'nechama v'nomar Amen.
Ashrei can be found on page 181 or 151 or 420. Since I'm holding the Torah, we'll remain standing for the Ashrei. Ashrei, Ashrei, שומר הכל הבא, והקודשים ישמי, תהילת המידע ברפי, יברך ובשר, שקודשו לעולם ועד, ואנחנו נברך יה, תתב יד עולם, hallelujah. And I'm going to put the Torah down on the shulchan. Your parents can come help you put it on your shoulder so you can lead your hallelujah. 183, 153, or 422.
Hallelujah, Shema Adonai, Tzivah, Shema Lavahada.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, he's Mourner, Abul Adonai ben Elim, Abul Adonai Kedesh, Abul Adonai V'Hasakodesh, Kol Adonai Adonai Elakavodi, Adonai Almighty Rabbi, Kol Adonai Kol Adonai Shever Paradi, Shever Adonai Elhabanan, Ayakinen Kemoeke, Lebanon, Petiyon Kimbo Ben Reini, Kol Adonai, Kol Adonai Yachimitar, Yachil Adonai Mivakadesh, Kol Adonai Cholelayalot, Vayem Betom, Ye'arot Uveit Halot, Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai, Lama Havuya Shavayisher, Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Yodvei Avoyisen, Adonai Yevarech et Amo V'Shalom. You may be seated. At this point, I'm going to give a sermon. So it's entirely up to you. You can stay here, in your seat, and you'll just be looking at the screen on my back. If you want to redistribute it around the same distance from each other in there, just so that you're looking at my front, that's up to you as well. It makes no difference to me. Whatever is awkward for you, I just want you to know I'll be standing here facing that way. The sermon does not last more than 2 hours. But however you want to handle it is fine with me, but I'm going to start in a minute. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. So I can't really see you on the screen, but I can see you on the screen, so I can see if you're paying attention by looking that way. I can see if you're nodding off. I hope I can be heard. Rabbi Shorny, can you nod your head if I can be heard? And I can be heard clearly? Okay, good. I see someone with their thumbs up. Is that Brant? Oh, hello, Brant. Shabbat Shalom. A colleague of mine recently told me a story that was both troubling and also oddly familiar at the same time. Because versions of it happen all the time in the rabbinate and in the Jewish world and in the world at large. It has to do with partial truths and caricatures and our squeamishness about probing deep into issues and probing deep into ourselves and into others, preferring to stay and surf on a very convenient surface. This colleague is facing pressure to make a religious change in his synagogue. The colleague has held the status quo up until now, and with, I will add, some very good and reasonable and traditional and halachic reasons. He's not being obstinate for obstinacy's sake. He believes that the status quo is the right religious option, as do many conservative rabbis. Now, recently, before COVID hit and distanced us all, making the type of situation I'm about to describe virtually impossible, he walked to shul one day for services. And in the corner of the room, a group of his congregants was whispering, clearly about the issue, and clearly about my colleague. And like a bunch of sixth graders, when a teacher walks in the room, they got instantly quiet when he showed up. That very guilty kind of quiet that suggests that the noise that came before was not particularly generous or defensible. A few moments later, as my colleague readied himself for davening, the whispering started up again. So much so that my colleague could hear bits and pieces of what they were saying. Middle school all over again. One of the primary and loudest whisperers was someone that my colleague had spoken to already directly at length about this very issue. They had exchanged ideas. And even though my colleague had a sense that this person was not convinced and was still pushing for the change, he felt that the guy had listened and taken seriously his stance. But the content of the whispers belied that, because it seemed clear that what had been shared in a one-on-one exchange was being used at best as a straw man to easily topple over. After the service, my colleague approached this ringleader and said something like this: I know that this is an important and delicate issue. You and I have talked about it quite a lot. I don't like the feeling of people whispering about it and about me as I walk in the room. But I'm always open to talking about it again. So let's talk. The congregant was properly chastened, and they talked more, and they deepened their understanding of the other's position. They talked and they tried to listen, not to convince the other to change their mind, but rather to share and understand a fuller portion of truth. That was months ago. A few days ago, my colleague got a letter from his congregant. Most of it addressed my colleague's recent words and actions in response to the racial justice work going on right now in our country. The letter said how much this congregant appreciated what the shul was doing and what my colleague was saying. And the letter included an apology and a recognition for how easily and conveniently and self-righteously he had mischaracterized my colleague on the other issue. How easy it is to create strong men just to knock down. And how good it feels in the moment to reduce complexities to a cardboard caricature that is so flimsy, so two-dimensional, so flat, that it sort of warrants being whispered about. The letter spoke about how this congregant used to get quite angry about so many people and so many things in his life and online. his response would be to type out an angry email screed and to enjoy the endorphin burst that comes with a momentary venting. And now, after this series of encounters, he has vowed to sleep on it. And then he wakes up. He realizes the situation is more complicated. He realizes there is a truer version of the person he had characterized and a truer, deeper version of the issue at hand. And in the process, he noted, with some remarkable honesty and self-reflection, he has realized something truer about himself, something blocked by the thin veneer of his righteous indignation. By avoiding the urge to name all those he disagrees with as abjectly wrong, Neanderthal, intransigent, unevolved, he has found different and previously unseen contours of his own thinking on important issues, seeing that he too has a more well-rounded approach, one which defies caricaturization. He'd never thought of himself as a liar, he wrote, but now he realized he had more work to do to expose and be truly curious about the truth. It's an amazing story if you ask me, because these realizations and shifts happen so infrequently these days, and they are critical in maintaining the fabric of relationships, of society, of community, and of truth itself. As I mentioned briefly in my Shabbat video yesterday, the relationship between lying and true truthfulness is not as simple as it may seem. The Kutzker Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kutz, points out that one can avoid the former, lying, and yet still be unwittingly sinning by not sufficiently pursuing the latter, truthfulness. He comments about this with respect to the seemingly truthy report that all 12 scouts bring back about the land of Canaan, before they divide into groups of 10 naysayers and 2 brave optimists. As a group, they declare that the land is flowing with milk and honey. That's good. And here is its fruit. That's good. And the people there are mighty and live in fortified cities. That's most likely true. And so while we can understand why the outliers, Joshua and Caleb, are celebrated for their faith against those odds, what exactly does God hold against the other 10 for essentially reporting what they indeed witnessed? Did they lie? It seems not. But the Kutzker point pushes us to consider something that we like pushing to the recesses of our consciousness, because it's so much easier that way. Avoiding lying is not the same thing as pursuing truth. Staying away from prevarication is a necessary but not sufficient component of the life of truth. The 10 scouts can honestly say to one another and to Moshe and to God and to themselves, we didn't lie. And that would be true. But still, they were sinners. The sin lay in the gap between avoiding a direct falsehood and pursuing the truth of that land that God wanted them to see and to believe and to help bring about. They toured the land. They rendered it as a non-false, two-dimensional cardboard caricature. Milk, honey, fruit, danger. They ticked off their box, the job minimally fulfilled, onto something else. They avoided digging deeper into the possibility that the first thing they saw was not the only thing to see. They refrained from experiencing the land in all its complexity. And so they reported a simple, non-false report that was only marginally closer to truth than saying nothing would have been. And that stance, that very common stance, is labeled by the Kutzker Rebbe and perhaps by God in the Torah as sinful. Certainly not the pinnacle of what it means to live out, pursue, and explore truth. Resting on partial truths help us feel mighty and righteous and justified. We can still look in the mirror and say to ourselves and about ourselves, I wasn't lying. Those things I was whispering about you at Minyan, Rabbi, I challenge you to find one falsehood in there. But is that our highest aspiration in life? In my Shabbat video, I referenced how this plays out as we take stances on complex issues of the day. I'm confident that most of us, hopefully all of us, can look in the mirror and say, without lying, I'm not a racist. I make no assessment of character or judgment on how I am to treat someone based on their race or color or ethnicity. I hope so. And yet this American moment, this justice moment, is asking for us to go at least one step further, past the partial truth of our merrily and proudly not contributing to racism, to the deeper truth of our placing our voices, our bodies, and our very lives as footstones in the pathway that is going to lead this nation beyond racism. Have we all done that yet? Enough? We listen to the stories and narratives and pains of the other, all sorts of others, as we live out our empathic lives. And so we can say without lying, I have heard you. But does a deeper pursuit of truth ask of us to listen longer, past the point of discomfort, beyond the veil that separates between tolerating a passive rejection of an odious racism and an activism of the soul that roots it out wherever we are witness to it? I'm on this very journey with you as I explore my own commitments and failures and convenient assumptions and self-preservational, willful ignorance that allows me to go about my day and my week and my life without carrying the truly overwhelming burden of our nation's racial underpinnings and the aftermath of slavery and Jim Crow and a society not yet as equal as our founding documents demand us to be. If we want not only not to lie about our principles, but transcend the sin that the Kutzker's words accuse us all of in some way, we must work significantly harder towards knowing the full truth and then acting accordingly. Outside the headlines, this dynamic is ubiquitous, and we're so used to it. We barely notice. I was offering counsel to a Beth Am member this week, helping think through a deviously complex situation. And deep into the conversation, you ever listen to yourself while you're talking? After considering the issue from all angles, I found myself hearing myself, I, a non-lying, truth-seeking rabbi, suggesting a path forward that involves telling a white lie, or at least a knowingly only partial truth. We both mentioned this as less than ideal, and we both justified to ourselves and the other the rationale. We swept away a deeper truth in order to get comfortable with an easier solution and hopefully make the problem go away. Upon reflection, a few days later, I still think, in context, the judgment call was justified. I can sleep at night with it. But what would the Kutzker Rebbe think? It might have been sinful. We Jews don't always like to talk about sin. Aside from rhythmic chest beating during the Al-Khair on Yom Kippur, we comfortably consider sin to be a Christian notion, not a Jewish notion. As long as we're trying and vying in our evolving relationship with God and mitzvot and goodness, it's good enough. I support that on some level. An over-focus on sin leads to guilt and self-flagellation with respect to ourselves and an eagerness to point out the sinfulness of others. I do indeed prefer the paradigm of mitzvah, of commandments we are aspiring to, rather than the endless counting of our transgressions. And still, I appreciate the unvarnished jolt of this Hasidic master, using the Torah's judgment of the 10 spies as a needed, though unbidden, critique of our sometimes overly hariv goodness, our unduly banal righteousness, our comfortable curiosity about only the truths that make us feel good about being who we already are. There's sinfulness in that stance, and there is merit to transcending it. With the people that we love and the people we can't stand, let us break the idols of caricatures and investigate a more three-dimensional truth. With the causes we support, let us dive deeper than the easiest mitzvah to the ones that require sacrifice and change and courage. With the stories that we tell, the counsel we give, the reports we report, let us do more than avoiding the lost. Let us aim for a truer truth in order to live a more vital life, contribute to more lively and just society, and thus seek to be truly seen and truly known and truly loved by the Holy One, Adonai Emet, the God of truth. Shabbat Shalom. Look at that. I don't get a whole lot of applause for my sermon. That was good. We're going to move to Musaf, and Ella is going to give her Devar Torah after Musaf, just before I speak here. So if you're wondering why you haven't heard the Bat Mitzvah drop yet, don't worry, it is coming. So Musaf can be found on 1 second. It can be found on 1 second. 184 in the Lev Shalem, 155 in the Slim Shalom, 428 in the Sim Shalom. We rise to the Chasi Kaddish. We'll do the Musaf Amidah, what's called a Kefa Kedusha. I'll begin the blessing. We sing them together. We'll say the Kedusha responsibly in the next page. And then we go back and say the Amidah to ourselves in a whisper. So please rise, 184. I'm going to sort of turn my...
Rabbi Kligfeld?
Yes.
I want to make sure that Ella is stepping up to the Musaf.
Yes. So Ella's going to be leading the Chasi Kaddish to Musaf. So I'm trying to think how to do this. I'm gonna put this over here. You're gonna kind of stay halfway, Ella. Let me just wipe this down. Bring your stuff here. Kind of space halfway so you can see the art and have your mind on the people there.
עוזר וזוכה ומושיע ומגן ברפתה אדוני מגן אברהם וזוכה שרה על דיבור לחם אדוני נחגים מקימך רק לבשיע לכל כל חיים והחסד
Kaddish Shalem, page 203. Maybe seated. Ella, why don't you move the again? Now Ella is going to share her Torah. We've heard her read the Parsha and chant the Haftarah, lead parts of the service, and now she's going to give her insight into Parshat Shabbat as she's been studying this for quite some time. So we're going to ask all you out there to keep your voices down as Ella gives us her Torah, particularly you on Zoom. Keep your voices down on Zoom. Ella, look right in there, and we'll be following you from behind.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Hello.
As Yoda said, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. In my parsha, 12 spies are sent out to spy on the land of Canaan. All of them saw the same land and the same things. Yet 2 out of 12 spies had a positive report on the land, but the other 10 had a negative report. All the Israelites are nervous and skeptical about the land God has been telling them for so long. All of their mixed thoughts and worry bring them to the conclusion that they would rather go back to Egypt, where they are kept as slaves. God gets angry at the fact that the Israelites would rather be slaves, even though God worked so hard to free them, than to go to the promised land that God had so much faith in. God tells them that they are now not allowed into the promised land since they lost faith. But the people who still believed in the promised land in the next generation would be allowed to enter the land of milk and honey. To me, I found Numbers chapter 13, verse 30 and 31 to be very interesting. What was interesting was how quickly the setting changed from verse 30 and 31. Verse 30 states, Caleb hushed the people before Moses and said, "Let us by all means go up and we shall gain possession of it, for we shall surely overcome it." And right after, verse 31 states, "But the men who had gone up with him said, 'We cannot attack that people, for it is stronger than we.'" All of this had me thinking, what made Caleb and Joshua so positive and optimistic, while the other spies saw the same thing as them and said that they could not overcome the land? Wouldn't we expect the same response since they all had the same experience? I think Caleb and Joshua had a different view on the land because they were open-minded. I think that the other spies didn't want to go out of their comfort zone. The spies didn't want to face the fact that it's different than what they are used to. You're probably thinking, why does this matter? I think that today that there are still people who believe in what the future could be like, and they are fighting for it. But others would rather stay in their comfort zone. It is important to fight for what's right, and as you know lately, there has been a lot of that. There are so many reasons why this connects to me and really speaks to me. One personal example of this in my life is dance. This year, I got the choice to compete with my first solo. This meant that I got to go on stage alone and perform my dance and tell its story. It was totally out of my comfort zone. Except for dance, I don't like performing much or presenting. So to me, I was like Joshua and Caleb. I think the 10 other spies wouldn't be as willing to go on stage and face their fears. Although we all have times of fear, we shouldn't let it stop us. This connects to becoming a bat mitzvah, because before I started learning how to read Torah, I was given a choice to read Torah or not. Despite the fact that I don't like performing and presenting, I chose to read Torah. That's what brought me here today, to show that I found positivity through all the fear. Just as the other spies said that the people in the promised land were stronger than them, Caleb and Joshua acknowledged that, and it inspired them, just as it did to me. Revisiting the quote I said in the beginning, fear is the path to dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. This quote is saying that fear is what causes failure and your own suffering. The Israelites had fear, and that fear led to their suffering. I've learned to never let fear stop me from accomplishing my dreams, and neither should you. Some quick thank yous. Thank you to Ronit, my bat mitzvah tutor, for teaching me almost everything I know about reading Torah. Thank you to Rabbi Klickfeld for teaching me, for helping me with my drush and making this day possible. Thank you, Rabbi Chorny, for guiding me through my entire bat mitzvah. Thank you to my parents for endlessly supporting me and constantly seeing if there is something they can help me with. Thank you to everyone who joined me today via Zoom. Thank you to my family for coming and seeing me become a bat mitzvah in person. Thank you to Temple Beth Am for opening the temple for the first time since March. Thank you to everyone who participated in any type of way. This day wouldn't be the same without any of you, and I'm so glad I'm able to be here today.
Wonderful, Ellen. If you want, you can go back. Do you read it in Filipino or mine? Had you prepared to read it?
Sure.
Okay. So, Ein Eloheinu can be on page 204, 182, or 508. If you want these, much right to the front. And please rise for Elena to a fire. Ella, angle yourself again so you're kind of the corner, or step fine. Go back to your seats. All those who are in mourning or observing a yard site, please remain standing for the Mourner's Kaddish, which is on 207, 184, or 512. Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shemir Abba. Be'amad, Yibrach, Yirutei, Yamlich, Mafutei, V'chayei Kol, Yomekon, V'yei Kol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, Yitmach, Harim, Yimeru, Amen. Yei Shemir Abba, Barach, Ve'elam, Omer. Yibarach, Yisabach, Yifa'ar, Yitmach, Yitnasei. Yithadar, Yithaleh, Yithalal, Shemir Kudeshah, Yithalal. Ve'lan, Yikover, Chata, V'shirata. V'shbechata, V'nachamata. Damiran, Ve'amad, Yimeru, Amen. Yehei, Shlam, Arad, Amim, Shemayim. Chaim, Aleinu, Yalko, Yisrael, Yimeru, Amen. Oseh, Shalom, Yibramal. Huya, Oseh, Shalom, Aleinu. Yalko, Yisrael, Yimeru, Amen. I'm going to stand here for this part so I can be looking at you, but also looking towards you, Ella. If this were non-COVID, we'd be right next to each other on the bima, but we want to maintain all the safety precautions that we're having that are present this day. And for all of you who are on the Zoom, first of all, I really miss you. I know that so many of you would have been here today or somewhere in the building. It is remarkable that it's like, you know, it's working again. You know, the Torah came out, and we had a minyan, and we had Kedusha, and I don't know what it means for next week or the week after that. We'll be debriefing this experience, leadership, to make sure that everything happened the way it was supposed to be, and it could be that we'll be able to offer miniature in-person services. But whatever happens next week or the week after that, we made this happen. We made it happen safely and joyfully, with enough singing that it felt like this was not a funeral, God forbid, but also recognizing that we were holding back some of our exuberance for the sake of others. And that's what this moment is asking us to do. That's what we're being asked to do maturely, as you maturely step forward to this moment. Ella, you stepped into this so maturely. You didn't ask for this. You didn't ask for a special circumstance on this stuff. But you did ask for about mitzvah. You mentioned in your drash. It's pretty remarkable. No one was really forcing you into this. You decided at some point you want to claim your place on the bima, in front of the Torah, reading the text of our tradition, and mastering it, not because it's easy, but because it's hard and it's important. It's a beautiful thing that you have done, and at any point in this process, you could have said, it's just too much. I don't need to have it. You embrace it in a way that says so much about the young Jew that you're becoming. I got to know you a little bit better last year when we were in Israel together with my game trip, and I saw your love for your friends, your love for being playful, your love for the state of Israel. And one thing that strikes me about you, Ella, is that you're a person who seems very much in control. I don't know everything about you, but what you present to me and to the school, to this community, you're in control. As a dancer, you're extremely in control of your body, movable. You know exactly which position to put your body in. And you were in control of this process. You're a self-starter. You didn't have to be nudged and pushed and reminded into doing things. You took charge of this process to produce the beautiful Torah we heard today, the davening and the Dvar Torah. You accepted guidance from others, so that's a good thing to do, but you pushed it forward. There's a blessing and a curse to being in control. The blessing of being in control is that we can reliably know how to plan for the next day. And we trust ourselves that we'll always be focused on the right thing. That's a great blessing. You have it. The curse, and the twinkle in my eye is not as visible with myself max. It's not really a curse, but the challenge of being so controlled is that we can trick ourselves into thinking that we don't need reminders from the outside, from trusted friends and advisors and parents and rabbis to keep us where we're supposed to be. But everybody needs a reminder about things that are important. You ever seen anybody like wear something around their wrist or their finger to remind themselves of something, right? Like, because if you see something on your arm that is not supposed to be there, say, oh, that's supposed to remind you that I was supposed to pick up milk with the refrigerator at the supermarket or something more significant. It sounds like a kind of a silly thing, but there's a very religious component to those physical reminders. At the end of Parashat Shlach, not the part that you read, but at the very end, we read about these things, the tzitzit that you used today. You used it when you said the Shema, and you used it when you kissed the Torah. And the verse that tells us about the tzitzit, that is the third paragraph of the Shema, we say in davening. I know you're familiar with the verse, I'll read it out. Uri temoto, we're supposed to look at them. In fact, when you say that paragraph, you're supposed to put them in front of your eyes. Uzechartem, you remember all of God's mitzvot. Vasi temotam, and you do that. Rabbi Baruch Halevi Epstein, who was a rabbi in Minsk in the end of the 20th century, end of the 19th century, early 20th century, said that order makes sense. You see something, you're reminded of something, and you do something. And even if your goal all along was to do the right thing, sometimes if you haven't been reminded of it, you wouldn't have done it. And sometimes if you've not seen something to remind you of it, you never would have reminded of it. Not because you're not a good person, but because we all get distracted all the time. So there's a reason why you have tzitzit. Some people wear it all the time, not just in Tzilah. And so that occasionally, once a day, you look at it, oh, right, I'm wearing tzitzit. I'm a person of God. I have obligations. I've got to do right in the world. Because maybe had I not seen that hanging off my garment, I would have forgotten that something special is being asked for. And so Rabbi Baruch Halevi Epstein says that not just with tzitzit, but in general, even when, especially when we are people in control and know what we're supposed to be doing and do the right thing, we need visual reminders to bring us back to our core. I want you to take in this scene, Ella, in your mind, which is a scene unlike any other in the history of the Jewish people. Right? Even if you don't have a photograph of it, we'll actually there'll be able to be a recording of it from the Zoom, right? Live stream. I want you to have a recording of it in your mind, so that when you think of this moment, not just later on today, but in a month, in a year, 5 years, it serves the same purpose as looking at the tzitzit, a visual cue, bringing you to an emotional reminder, pushing you to asiyah, to doing more things, reading more Torah, studying more from the tradition, teaching more, and continuing to become the person that you're clearly on the way to being. It's not that we don't trust you, God forbid, to not do it without the reminders, but to remind yourself the pictures that you have of this weekend, the beautiful talit that you're going to wear not just today, but the next time you're in shul, the next time you open up a chumash and you recognize the word. Those are all like Hansel and Gretel pieces of reminders that bring you back to a place of joy and celebration and accomplishment and Jewish identity. So well done you, Ella, for stepping into this. Well done you for the maturity with which you embrace this really odd set of circumstances. Well done you for the tzitzit that you wear literally and figuratively, and may you keep looking at them and keep being reminded of this moment and the moment that you're going to create in your life after this that stem from being an adult Jew in our community and the world. We're really proud of you. I'm now going to do something I haven't done in quite some time, and that is invite the president of Temple Beth Am, Avi Peretz, to come forward and take my place at the bima and say some words to Ella and give some gifts. And it's not like he's been looking forward to this at all the last few months.
Okay, Ella, I just want you to know, first of all, hi to the people on live stream, and not hi to the people.
They can no longer see you.
Live stream comment.
No,
It's just here at the Zoom?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So, most people, when there's a regular service, and I get up to give my announcements and talk to the bar about mitzvah. Huh?
Dan here is usually seen.
Okay. Most of the time, I have people, including my wife, that will be in the kahal, and at some point they'll give me the kind of the wrap it up signal. I'm going too far, too long. But this is beautiful because all of your family here, they look so nice, okay? They don't know me well enough So I kind of get the feeling they're not going to give me the wrap it up signal. So all the people that are on there that are like screaming, enough, enough. It's too bad, folks. Can't see you, can't hear you. So anyway, what a surreal situation. Has anybody, I got here at about 10, and I don't know if anyone talked about your face mask. Has anybody talked about that? Yeah. So they're extraordinary. Whose idea was it? Your idea? So your dad thinks the way I think, okay? How do you kind of make something beautiful out of something that's insane? So just in case people haven't seen it, turn to the camera and move your hair up the right side so they can see that face mask. So I don't know if you ordered like, like when you order 5 or 5,000 and you use 50, then you have it for the rest of your life. So if you have extras of these, I hope you have 2 extras, one for me, of course, okay? And the other to go into the Temple Bethel archives as like this was the bat mitzvah that happened in 2020. It was just extraordinary, and this is what everyone wore in that. It's really something else. So I was taken a little bit by watching you. Obviously, you and I know each other quite well, don't we? Okay, we've had lots of chances to interact, so it's okay. So it was interesting what you said about how you really enjoy the dancing. You're really good at that. Other things not so sure. And it was funny because I thought you had so much poise, particularly as you were doing your Haftarah. It's a long Haftarah, and you just went right through it. And it was really beautiful how you just did that. And then you gave your bar Torah. And it was just poise. That's what I saw, as well as substance. I love the idea of the 10 spies, the 12 spies, and the 10 that kind of panicked, and the 2 that said, don't panic, we can handle this. And I do relate that to you in this situation, where you're one of the 2 that says, you know what, we'll figure this out. Maybe you had a little bit from the sideshow. But the fact is here you are. This is the only time, this is the first time this has ever happened. I don't know if it's going to happen again. It'll be fascinating to see. It's great to be back here. It's great to see kids running around the back. And are you the mom? Huh? 2 of them. So there's the mom, worried about the kids back there. Even though to those of us that have been here often enough, we know that that's where the kids are going to go. That's kind of where they belong, so don't worry about it, okay? All right, let's figure out what you got here. I held it from the bottom, didn't hold it any other way, so it should be okay. So let's see what's in there. Because usually I take it out and then you figure out what it is. Okay, what do you got here? Okay, that is your chumash, and it's really very nice. Oh no, that's your let's see. Okay, great. Okay, what else do you have? That's the Tanakh, okay, from the Men's Society or the Sisterhood. I never remember which. And there's someone out there right now saying, Sisterhood, okay? How many things are you going to say? Okay, what else is it? Okay, Israel Matters book. That's from the Federation, I believe, and that's actually a great book. And I know that Rabbi Kudko mentioned something about Israel and the fact that you have a connection to it at some time. And that's a magnificent book, and I know my granddaughter read it and just loved it, and then we took her to Israel last August, seems like 10 years ago, last August. So anyway, that's that. What's next? Okay, turn around, let your parents see that, okay? Turn back. Okay, so you know what that is? Yeah, no, it's an odd thing. There's something. I'm not sure. It's like the tea initiative or something, but okay. They're socks. Okay, one of these days I'm going to take those socks. I'm going to wear them. So here they are. Okay, what else? There should be candlesticks. Okay, so those are candlesticks, are they?
Yeah.
Or one of them. Hopefully there's. You can if you'd like. You can unwrap them. Those are actually made by a member of the synagogue. Yeah. There should be another one in there. There is. Okay, there we go. So those are made by by a member of our synagogue, Barry Rosenblatt, and he makes all of these, and he fires them himself. So they're actually very, very cool. Okay, you can put it, I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
And you get a tote bag from Freshman Academy. And what more could you ask for, right? Okay, so you can put all that back in. You can take it. This way you don't have to, like, have me have to stay here for a year before you touch it. Okay, so congratulations to you and your family. Thank you for making this happen when it could have really been easy to not have it happen. So that's really a tribute to you and to your parents. So congratulations. Okay? All right, here you want to read the announcements?
You can.
I know I can, but if you want to, I'll let you. If you want to? No? You can take it back. You can have a seat or you can stay up here. Okay. Mincha begins at 6:15 in the chapel.
No, it doesn't.
Mincha will begin at 8:05 and Zoom Haftarah at 8:55. Please join us by Zoom. Is that right? Who knows?
More right than the first thing you said.
Yeah, 6:15 standing. Okay. I'm pretending like I'm reading it. There's really nothing here. Mazel tov to Ella on her bat mitzvah. The first in our building since the Sacred Home order, so now it's Sacred Shul, okay? And to the entire Bieda family. I guess the rules of the road, okay. Our reopening task force is working tirelessly on a very detailed plan that will allow us to safely reopen our facility in phases and in accordance with health and safety guidelines. We miss having everyone here in the building. I miss being here in the building, and look forward to seeing all of you healthy and in person soon. Meanwhile, we'll continue to live stream and utilize Zoom for services and so much more amazing programming. If you haven't checked it out, visit the website tdala.org, and all the info you need is there. Shabbat Shalom.
I'll add one announcement that at 5 p.m. on Monday, we're going to do a Ma'alot creative service for Rosh Chodesh, 5 p.m. On Monday on Zoom. The link went out on Friday, and there'll be another email going out tomorrow to remind you. But an hour and a quarter service to celebrate the new month of Tammuz, and experiment to try doing this Ma'alot style service on Zoom. Kashkoch to Rabbi Shorny and Rabbi Shach helping to lead as well. We're going to conclude with a Don Allah, page 211, 187, or 514. You want to do a Don Allah? Yeah. We'll do a Don Allah. Please stay where you are. We're going to do Kiddush. Please rise. Forgot to say that the Kaddish is sponsored by the Bieda family. If you all go to your front door right now, there's a full 5-course meal being delivered this instant to your door for all of you good people on Zoom. Thanks, Ella, for your generosity. Wow. What a Bieda. Including Ella. וביום השביעי שבת, וינפש זכור את יום השבת לקדשו, שיש מתמוד ועשיתם אותך היום השביעי שבת לאכלות, תעשה כל מכה, אתה וחבתך האח של הבא, ובדך ובגך אשר בשירך, כי 6 ימים וסדנה את הזמן ודרך, את היום לכל אשר במעיינה, ביום השביעי אותי, מרח עלי כמו שבא לקדשו, נביא מרנן רבנן רבותי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
We have more.
Thank you, guys.
Just a reminder to everyone that Mincha will be in this same link, so you can leave your computer on, though we will stop the live stream and we will stop the recording. We'll have this as the link for Mincha Mari, so you can keep your computer on and be able to join us again at 8:05 this evening. Shabbat Shalom.